morning. I'm Stephanie Mead, and we're here at the Premier Pet Supply in Beverly Hills. We are joined here this morning with Mike. Good morning, Mike.
Hi, Stephanie.
We are going to talk a little bit about winter weather and how to prep some dogs for it, because potentially we are looking at some colder weather returning.
It's coming.
And we have a lot of options, from raincoats to all the way down to some Sherpa type vests. So explain to me what type of dog might need some of this stuff.
Well, during these winter days, obviously most dogs, if you're going to get them out and there's a potential for rain, we want to make sure that they're going to be covered and they're going to be protected from that. So the raincoats are great for any dog.
Right.
Good to have in case you're stuck in a situation where you got to get out, you need to, and you just don't want them to get all soaking wet.
For sure.
Having a raincoat's great.
This is like almost the same material that you would wear.
Yes.
If you're out.
And that's what's great with all these jackets, and over the years, the technology and the materials are just fantastic in that they both function and serve a purpose as well.
For sure.
And they also look really good.
They do.
Yeah.
I've noticed here too, you can kind of tighten it, which is adorable.
Yeah, so they're nice and they're form-fitting, which is great. We all want something form-fitting, right?
Yeah, and they come in different colors as well. But if we move down a little bit further, we have a ton of this thicker material, and I've noticed too over the years that every year they have a new style of like puffer vest for you and your
and the Sherpa, the fleece.
It's incredible.
Yeah, so there's vests. There's some that actually cover some, the legs a little more. I think you had asked me prior, like, do all dogs need a coat?
For sure.
The answer, honestly, is no. I mean, something like Gigi, like your dog, really thick coated dogs, not necessary, because they're built for the snow. They're built for the cold
She's
weather.
a winter dog.
Yeah, and she loves it, right? So it isn't necessary to have a coat on a dog that's got a really thick coat. Very short coated dogs, they can get cold a lot quicker.
Sure.
Dogs that have shorter legs that are lower to the ground, it's more important. The ground is colder, but also like their belly is getting in the snow, if and get water that gets kicked up. So protecting them from that, those dogs, it's really important to do that.
And this is kind of like the cool thing too. I'm going to try and take this off with one hand, but it has like a bottom part too, so like that protects them from the cold.
And that helps keep, because their bellies are exposed. So you want to keep them warmer on longer walks. And even now, before we really get into the depth of winter, it's cold in the morning. A lot of people do morning walks. I mean, it's already in the 30s and in the low 30s too. So getting a coat on in the morning is a great idea.
And also for folks that get out and about, whether or not they're meant for winter, you have to protect their paws. Now you have some stuff in your hand, but also you have an entire end cap.
We do, so we've got tons of boot options, and a lot of that has changed over the years and gotten easier. So this is like a conventional boot, and what's cool about this, it's easy to get on because it opens up almost all the way down, so they can get the paw in. That's what a lot of people struggle with, is getting these on, especially when you're doing it on your own and trying to move quick. And then the Velcro that straps around the ankle is important. So it's ideal to make sure you have one that fits well and fits right.
For sure.
And then it also stays on. And the best thing, and my recommendation to do, is try it on in the house. Get the dog used to wearing them, because you'll see videos of dogs high-stepping and freaking out because they can't stand it. But it really does protect them. The reason why the high step is because that cushion is really thick and it just feels uncomfortable and unstable to them. So a great alternative are these paws boots. We've sold these for many, many years now, and what's great, it's just a biodegradable rubber. It's really thin. The pack comes with 3 sets, so there's actually 12 in there if they run through them. They do last longer than you'd expect, but what's nice is they go on, they stay on, they stay snug to the ankle, but they're very thin, so the dog really doesn't even feel them on their feet, so they just walk normally as if they're not even on. So you're protecting the pads. And in the winter, when it gets really bad with the freezing, cold, we get the salt that's out there. And that salt can be really detrimental to their pads. It can really chew them up and eat them up. They get dry and cracked and get hurt. So this protects them.
Perfect. And now, I can't imagine trying to get any of this on Gigi. What is another option that we could do besides trying to slip something over their paws?
Yeah, some dogs just won't tolerate having a boot on. So Musher's Secret is something that, again, we have sold for probably 25 years now with great success. What's pretty cool, it's just a salve. So basically this salve just goes on, you rub it on, and you can put it on the pad. You can also put it on the leg and the fur of the animal too, and it prevents the ice balls from forming and getting stuck to their fur or in between their toes, which can be really painful.
I utilize this on Gigi during the winters, and it does an exceptional job too. I also I try to keep her paws super hydrated as well, because I have noticed too in the winter they get super cracked.
They do. They get dry, and that's important. And we do have different salves and moisturizers you can put on those pads to keep them soft and keep them from drying out.
Awesome. And I'm positive that you probably have these products in your other stores across Southeast Michigan too.
Definitely. We're prepped and prepared for the winter at all 13 of our locations throughout Metro Detroit. So I implore each of you to come in, check them out, try these things on in the store. It's a lot easier to get a good fit, and we can definitely help everyone with that.
Awesome.
And it'd be great.
Oh, goodness.
Be prepared.
I don't even want to talk about the cold, but it is coming.
Well,
so
it's your job,
yeah,
though.
I know it is my job. But thank you so much for the update on this. You guys have a ton of options here, which is fantastic, and all the different colors too.
Yeah, it's fun.
So thank you for joining us this morning. We're going to toss it back to you guys in studio.